Knew that was gonna happen. Okay. You can see everything. Perfect. While I am getting the music to set up, today's workout is gonna be entirely abs. So I usually don't work just on abs for more than about 20 to 30 minutes. This will be a 30-minute total ab workout. We are gonna use a yoga ball at some points. We are gonna use one dumbbell at some points. All of these are options. Now with the yoga ball, you will have to have a yoga ball to do those. But anything that has a dumbbell, that's totally optional. It's just to increase the intensity of the workout. We have a lot of exercises. Some of them are gonna be very familiar. Some exercises that you've seen before. Very, very popular ab workouts, and also some weird ones that maybe you haven't seen. I like to try to hit my obliques as much as I can. So a lot of my stuff will be focused more on a twist or a turn, or just in any sense trying to engage your outer core, aka your oblique muscles. That gives you that taper. That's kind of my goal for my physique. Let me get some music here.
Seize it, choose it, hold it, spray it, dress it, spin it, show it, load it, engrave.
All right. We'll have the music here. I'm gonna first go ahead and stretch out the core just to get everything started. Move these over. Alright. So just to warm up the core and stretch it out, I'm gonna drop it down and go into cobra. We'll kind of release your back muscles here. Drop it back down nice and slow. Drop it nice and slow. I can already feel my core stretching out, starting to warm up. Super simple. I'm going to start without the yoga ball at first. Let me try something else here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. All right. So, we've already stretched out our core. Next thing, let's start with a warm-up of just a simple plank. So I'm going to do just a simple 30-second plank to warm up. And if I can get my timer to work. There we go. So 30 seconds. Forearm plank. Try to keep your hips kind of at level, if not just a little bit above your shoulders. Engaging that core, sucking your belly button into your spine the entire time. Breathing through it. Trying to concentrate in 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds, super easy. Now, if you can't do a forearm plank, if that's too difficult, we can try a high plank for 30 seconds. The thing about the high plank is it's a little bit easier, so you do need to make a lot more of an effort to turn on your core. So right now I'm flexing my core, kind of sucking it in towards my spine. Even though this is an easier position and you can hold it for a lot longer, you need to still wake up your core and make sure that it's turned on. Otherwise, it's not going to be working to its full extent. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to switch back between those two. 2 more times. 30 seconds. Hold it here. Remember, hips just a little bit higher than your shoulders to protect that low back. Keeping your core nice and tight, your belly button sucked in. Your muscles are engaged the entire time. We're just warming up the core. Starting with the center core, we haven't hit obliques just yet. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Go back to that high plank. And go. Once again, super easy position here. If you can't do the forearm plank, go ahead and start and stay on your hands. So this is called a high plank position versus a low plank position. If you can't do the low plank position, or you can't do it for the full 30 seconds, take a break, come to the high plank position to finish off your seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. 1 more round of that, and I would say our core is nice and warm. And drop it down to that low plank, keeping that core nice and tight. I'm going to say that a million times. A slight anterior pelvic tilt, not ever a posterior pelvic tilt. So anterior is you're trying to tuck your tailbone, which engages your lower abs, which is really hard for a lot of women. Kind of tucking your tailbone in, which kind of curves your back upward, instead of doing the opposite, which is moving your butt kind of into the air. All right, 1 more high plank position. Same thing here. Try to tuck that tailbone just a little bit. Should have an even slope from your shoulders down to your feet. Halfway done. So what we are going to do first before we why did I know that was gonna happen? I swear I gotta get this fixed. Okay. There. Okay. Perfect. So now I'm gonna go through a couple easy exercises, no weights involved, no yoga ball involved. We're gonna do that. We're gonna kind of work our way up to that. So we're gonna start with some simple exercises that I know a ton of people know. Super, super popular. I don't know if you can hear me over this music, but I'm talking your bicycles, your flutter kicks, your scissor kicks, your heel taps, suitcase crunches, planks with hip dips, single leg extensions, and side planks with hip dips. So I am going to start bringing in my obliques in this section. But once again, we're working our way up to the ball and the dumbbells. We're gonna finish with the ball because those are the hardest. I kind of consider those my burnouts. But until then, we're just gonna work our way up. If you're just now joining us, we started with a simple warm-up of 30 seconds of a superset of your low planks and high planks, 3 rounds, and 30 seconds each just to warm up that center core. So from here, we're gonna start with the bicycles. Most of these ab exercises are gonna be timed unless I'm using a weight. It's just kind of easier that way. You can kind of expend your correct energy on both sides and kind of go at your own pace. So from here, we are going to start with those bicycles, super simple. Everyone's done a bicycle. I am going to put 30 seconds on my clock. And Bring a knee to an elbow. Nice and slow. Don't let your feet touch the ground. You're always keeping those legs high. Keeping that core engaged. So my shoulder blades are always off of the mat, which means my core is consistently engaged. And I'm starting to bring in a little bit of my obliques with this twist and rest. So I am going to superset this with some flutter kicks. So I'm going to put my hands under my low back because that's just more comfortable for me. And we're going to kick like this for 30 seconds. Once again, my core is always engaged because my shoulder blades are off of the mat. My feet are never touching the ground. You can have a slight bend if you need to. Sometimes my hips start to hurt. Breathing. And relax. We're going to do 2 more rounds of that. Starting with the bicycle, then the flutter kicks. The difference between flutter kicks and scissor kicks. These are flutter kicks. Scissor kicks are this. We will do scissor kicks later. So right now, 2 more rounds, bicycles first, 30 seconds. Now if you feel comfortable, you can speed it up. If you want to go nice and slow, you can. The faster you go, you just want to make sure you're still on track with your form and you're not trying to increase speed just because your form is starting to lack. I personally like to go as slow as possible. I can feel my core engaging and relax. That's why we do a timer. So if you are not doing a timer, you tend to speed through it. So if you have 10 to hit, you hit 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you're done within like 10 seconds. That's not really keeping your muscles engaged long enough to hit that breaking point of muscle exhaustion. You want to hit muscle failure to where your last set of reps is killing you. All right, flutter kicks, 30 seconds. Shoulder blades are off the ground. I keep my hands under my hips just for comfort. I have very bad hips, this tends to help. And now you can have your legs bent if that helps. Keeping that core nice and engaged. And relax. All right, 1 more round of this, then moving on. Once again, we're keeping it very simple right now. We will go into a little bit more intense after we do a couple more of these. So I am going to do probably 2 or 3 more of these simple supersets. Then we'll bring in the ball, and at the very end, we'll bring in the weight. So 1 more round, 30 seconds of bicycles, in 3, 2, 1. Remember, engage that core the whole time. I like to go slow. You're welcome to pick up the speed. 30 seconds doesn't go any faster if you move faster. As long as you can feel those obliques tightening and flexing and then releasing when you go to the other side. It doesn't matter how quickly you go. I tend to favor the slower pattern, the slower tempo, and relax. Woo, I'm starting to burn. 1 more set of flutter kicks. Take a couple deep breaths. Alrighty. 30 seconds. Like I here, get some water. And if you do have questions, I can answer them at the end. I will show a little bit more of my core engagement. Make sure you guys can see me properly. I'm gonna take this off. You can see me okay, right? Oh yeah. I do match. I will show some core engagement so you can see. I will take my shirt off here so you can actually see my abs engaging and firing. Next we're gonna do, what do we wanna do? Side plank, hip dips, and single leg extensions. Those are good. So we'll do one leg at a time, one side at a time. So from here, you can actually see my core engaging. And we will start with those single leg extensions. I'm gonna move this just a little bit. Okay, single leg extensions, same thing. I'm gonna keep my hands underneath my hips. This one I will count. We're gonna do 10. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I may just superset it with a dual leg. 1, 2, 3. Whew. My shoes are dropping sand on my head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest. And do that 2 more times. Got sand all over my face. And all over me. Okay. Once again, single leg. Sand in my eye. Okay. Feet up, one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. You want to add a little jump. 3. Makes it a little bit more difficult. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last round, we're going to do single leg, double leg, and finish. From there, we have one more superset without weights and without the ball. And it's going to be all oblique, all single side. All right, last round, one leg at a time. 1, 2, try not to use momentum. 3, 4, never rush this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go right into those double leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so from here, let me get some water. All right, so oh, water's trying to kill me. So from here, one more superset of abs on the mat without any assistance. So what do I want to make you do? Suitcase crunches. Definitely gonna do side planks with hip dips. Yeah, the water tried to fight back. I always think of it like that. Didn't want to be drank, so it tried to come back up. We have side planks with hip dips. Then we have, do I want to do heel taps? Yeah, we'll do heel taps because that's a really good side crunch situation. Really engages that oblique on either side. You can see when they're firing. I'm not as lean as I could be or as I can be, but I'm lean enough to be able to show I have a very well-developed core from horseback riding, so I've always had, luckily genetics has been on my side, I've always had a pretty defined core, no matter how much body fat I have. So it is really easy to see when your oblique fires on either side, and then when the center core fires. So we will start with the side planks with hip dips and then go into heel taps. All right. So side planks with hip dips. Super simple. We are going to count these ones out. Nice side plank. Drop the hips down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if you have to, you can drop a knee, okay? This is an option. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Try your best to stay on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because I did this on the other side, I'm going to do it here. This is your option. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So from here, we are going to do heel taps. Super simple. Knees up. You're going to lift your shoulder blades off of the mat. Take both hands extended and try to hit either side of your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So once again, try not to rush through those. Those are not being timed because they are single limb, or not single limb, but single side exercise. The photo shoot went excellent. You can see some of the photos on my Instagram at Kendall Fit. It was a pool shoot about And I actually had the photographer just shared another photo, so that's on my story. From that photo shoot, he has a lot of photos, and I've shared a few, so it was very good. I'm definitely not as lean as I was for that photo shoot, and I'm only gonna get a little bit chubbier as we go into the fall, so I can build up some proper muscle for my spring competition season. So I don't get to look like this year round, unfortunately. I'm not this aesthetically, not that I think that I'm aesthetically pleasing right now. I can drop about 20 pounds and look shredded as hell, but it gets worse before it gets better, I guess is the best way to put it. You guys have any questions? All right. Yeah, this set's not that bad, so we're gonna keep going on it. I'm gonna try to stay up the whole time. My shoulders get pretty tired here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you really have to go all the way down and all the way up. Don't do a shortened rep because you're just gonna take away from you getting better. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. Drop those hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you hear a squeak, it's from my mat, I swear. My mat is so noisy. Okay, so from here, get those heel taps. After this, we grab the yoga ball, and after the yoga ball, we grab the weights. All right, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, nice and slow. 4, don't rush it. 5, keep those shoulder blades off the mat. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. All right, final one. Let's just get right to it, and then we'll take our break and get some water before I grab the yoga ball. So if you don't have a yoga ball, I'm trying to think, you can use like multiple pillows, just anything that's unstable, and if you can get it up to this height, if you can put your body on it and it's unstable and you have to engage that core, that's what you want. So one more round of these side planks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. There's so much sand everywhere from my shoes. Okay, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last heel taps. Make sure that those shoulder blades are off the mat the entire time so that you never rest your core until you've finished all your reps. It's hard, but that continuous flexing really helps improve your strength and really build up those core muscles. All right, last round. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so now from here we are gonna grab that yoga ball. Let's see, what do you guys got? The mic, as far as I can tell. Yes, hopefully you guys can hear. I do have a little bit of music on. I hope you can hear me over the music. It's good, good sound in this room. All right, so from here, we are moving on to some of my favorite core exercises are with a stability ball. When you put your body in an unstable environment, a lot of times that's standing. So a lot of times I do my heavy lifting while standing instead of sitting. It actually makes your core engage even more. As long as you're engaging through your core when you do your squats, your deadlifts, your overhead presses, anything that requires stabilization, anything that's single leg that you have to balance, your core is engaged. But let's move on. If you have a yoga ball, if you don't have a yoga ball, like I said, stack a bunch of pillows because that is unstable. You might not be able to get everything exactly like I'm doing, but just put yourself in an unstable environment and you should be okay. So from here, we are going to do what I like to call the circle of death. This might make a sound, or a really weird, undesirable sound, but basically, I'm not even going to use the mat. Basically, you're going to be in a plank position, a low plank position. Forearms are on the stability ball. This ball needs so much more air. It's going to be so hard. And what you're going to do is you're going to make circles to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. They're not the most beautiful circles, but what you're trying to do is as you're going to the left, you're switching back and forth to which oblique you're turning on. And then now we're going to go to the right. They don't have to be perfect circles as long as you create that movement, keeping your core tight, keeping your hips a little bit down. And now we're going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. That gets your heart rate up. This is why we did, basically the first part of this workout was kind of our core warm-up. This is requiring a lot more core firing as well as whenever you get a dumbbell. So from here, we're going to superset. We're not going to superset these. We're going to go back and forth, do these 2 more times. Give your core a little bit of a break. Take a breather. Let it relax. And we will stretch out the core after. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sometimes you get a little stuck. All right, let's go to the right. I try not to give myself too much of a rest in between your reps, but you do want to rest in between your sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That is no joke. We got one more round of that. I do rarely do this much core back to back to back. Usually I take 1 or 2 exercises of my abs and hit them once or twice a week after I lift. But I do know how much people love ab exercises. All right, last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go around the other way. Final one. I'm just going to get it over with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Give myself some water. Okay, so from here, we are gonna do some knee tucks. Now my shoulders do not like a position where I hold my hands, so I usually hold dumbbells. I am gonna do a pike and a knee tuck. There's also plank and crunches. We can kind of do a little bit of all of those. So I do wish this was a little bit bigger. If you have a larger ball, you're very lucky. So from here, you can actually extend past where you would normally be able to crunch, and that's the goal. Nice and slow, send it back as far as you can. 2. Engage each individual core muscle. 3. 4. 5. So in an ideal situation, I would want my hips in line with my knees, but since this ball is 1, too deflated, and 2, it's too small anyways, this is all I have. So I'm gonna make do. Set 4, 5, squeeze the abs, 6, nice and slow, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now from here, I'm going to break up how much I am using my my shoulders here. So instead of doing a knee tuck and a pike, I'm going to do just the knee tuck right now, and then bring in the pike later. So you are going to need, I like to hold dumbbells, and we're going to knee tuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a breather. We got 2 more rounds of that. Let me get a little bit of water. All right, really slow yoga ball crunches. Engaging that core, go way beyond. 1, really squeeze at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to those knee tucks. So from here, roll it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. One more round of that. My yoga ball is so deformed. That's okay, it still works. We're just gonna blast right through it. Let's go ahead and get started. Last round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really engage at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last round of knee tucks. Roll it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So take the dumbbell, or sorry, the barbell, nope, the yoga ball away. And then we have one more superset with the dumbbells. I can't get my words right. With the dumbbells before I do the cobra, which is to stretch the core out. So from here, one of my favorite with weight exercises is you grab your weight, hold it to one side, you drop it down, and squeeze up. So you're engaging your opposite oblique. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, crunch on that side, and 10. Switch sides. Drop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I am going to use the mat for the final superset. With a little bit lighter of a weight, we're going to do Russian twists. Let's make sure you can see me. Bring this back a little bit. Okay, so with the twist, down here, hold your weight, and you're going to twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 2 more rounds and then we are done. Drop this back, grab that heavier weight, and let's do our side bend crunches. 1, 2, make sure you're squeezing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, back to those Russian twists. Try your best to keep your heels off the ground. If you have to tap down, totally fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Final round. Let me get some water before the last round. All right, last round. From here, crunch that oblique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last Russian twist. is down. Arms by your side. And stretch up that core up to the sky. Breathe out, try to bring that heart rate back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Now make sure your core doesn't get too tight. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Too close to the camera. If you have any questions, let me know. Make sure you subscribe and follow. Madison and Morgan will be on later this week. I will be back on Sunday with a new workout. If you have any questions and you can't get to me right now, make sure you follow my Instagram at Kendall Fit. The link is in our page. And all three of us, me, I'm Kendall, Madison and Morgan, we're all certified personal trainers, and we will usually be on here 5 to 6 days a week with a new workout, randomly during the day, usually early morning or in the evening. But I like core exercises. Yes, you can always modify them to make them more challenging. Lots of holds and pulses, just like any other muscle group that you're training. There's always a way to make it more intense, but glad to have you guys for a quick core blast workout. Like I said, go ahead and follow me and send your questions to Kendall Fit. Happy to answer them anytime. Otherwise, you guys have a great evening.